Couldn't understand it, why you felt alone. You were in it for real. She was in her phone. You were just a pose. And don't we try to love her? Give it all we got. Give it all. Finally left the table. And what a simple thought. You're starving till you're not. All of the folks and all of the friends. It's the before they'll miss it again. Life is a song, it ends when it ends. Move on. It's when I told you you didn't know that it's right.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for your time registering in our CV training. And this is part of your career readiness preparation. And CSSA always support you. And this is the start of the career readiness preparation training that we CSSA provide to you. And later on, you will be scheduled for mock interview with our professor. And so today we are going to talk about something that you may think it is simple, but this is the door to your future. This is the door to your opportunity. Um, your CV may not, the strong CV may not guarantee you get a job. But if you have the weak CV, it prevents you from getting the chance. Okay, and I would like to share some experience because many students say that I don't have much experience to put in my CV. But to let you know from employer perspective, every one of you have the experience of your skill, of your activity that you have done with CAMED, for example, sport, student club, and also achievement in the class. So these are all your experience that the employer value the most and they look for in your CV. Okay, so today's session we will learn from our Professor Mansoure. She will she will explain what the employer actually look for in the CV, how to structure your CV professionally, and how to highlight your strength that you can impress the employer, especially the first time you submit for the job. Okay, so I encourage you all to actively participate in this session. If you have any question, feel free to ask our professor because she can be able to provide you the guidance for your CV building. Okay, and thank you, Professor Mansoure, for spending your time sharing your knowledge and insight for our student in part of their career readiness. Thank you. So from career service team, we have a small fruit basket and CV appreciation to you for your time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yes. Can you hear me well now? I'm loud enough. Am I not, guys? All right. So anyway, before I dive into the topics and all the information that we want to share with one another, I want to invite you to the Kahoot, guys. Let's see how much you know and share on the plate, guys.
So it would be good to team up with your neighboring partners, guys. Okay, so we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe 10 groups would be enough. You have your own devices, okay? You have your own devices. Not sure whether I'm sharing this on Zoom or not, but anyway. All right, make sure that you and your partners are selecting the same team. You can see this one. All right. So guys, we have fawn, we have camel, we have cat, frog, fox, turkey, wolf, polar bear, moose, tiger. So pick one and quickly join. Right. This one? Yes. Right. Fawn, we need one team. All right. Abby? Yes? All right. Let's What do you think employers look for most in interns, guys? What do they look for in an intern? 2, 1, and let's see. Okay. So capable employees face. They look for face, right? Ability, behavior, passion, experience, education, honesty, experience, adaptability, EQ, IQ. Yes, potential staff. All right, it's too broad, but it's okay. A skillful person, high spirit. Okay, all of them. We need a package of them, guys. Good. Number 2. Have you ever written a CV before? Yes, for business communication course. Oh my God, good. Oh, all right. So only 2 of you said no. Okay, so now you're experienced, guys. Okay, good. Third one. How long do recruiters usually spend reading a CV, guys, do you think? Okay, 6 to 8 seconds. You didn't expect this short time, right? Okay, yeah. I mean, less than 30 seconds. I mean, they have a glance. 4. What should not be included in CV? What should not be included in CV? I have confidence you are going to sponsor. All right, so GPA, internship experience, objective paragraph. So guys, we will talk about these 3 later throughout the session, but yes, majority could easily select irrelevant personal information. Good, well done. 5. Which email subject line is best? Which email subject line is best? The one you're looking for? Right. Okay, so one of you wants to be unique, wants to be catchy, guys. You see? Yeah, definitely it's not a good one. The green one, not a good one. And internship and job, they are too short, too brief. 6. What is the biggest mistake in interviews, guys? Biggest mistake. Not researching the company, talking too much. I mean, there's no one there to evaluate or assess how long you talk, guys. Okay, so yes. And last one. What skill is highly valued for finance, accounting, auditing terms? What are those specific skills that you need to highlight on your CV, resumes? Creative accountant, ACCA, ethical, data analysis, education, lead, flirting. Guys, financial skills, integrity, time management, cooperation. All right, okay. GPA, flexible, accountability, accountant. Yeah, they are definitely looking for an accountant, guys. Cooperation, finance, and accounting. Okay, good. Thank you. First place, the most correct response. So I'm happy that you have experience of writing CV or resume, guys. That's the point that you can easily think back about your experience and see how you can hone or improve those maybe slight mistakes that you made. So let me just have this one on Zoom, getting back on this. All right. So throughout this session today, we want to go and have a touch on these 4 areas, guys. CV, email, cover letter, and interview tips, okay? So the first thing that we want to dive in is CV or resume writing. So we need to first be clear. What is so important about CV or resume writing that we need to make it precise, we need to make it clear and also professional. What is the point of having this written piece of document about us? So I would say it is important for you to make sure about each and every aspect that you have on your CV or resume due to these 4 reasons, guys. The first thing is that it is your self-introduction. I mean, most of the situations, employer or a potential hiring manager haven't met you before. So this is the document that you send or submit throughout emails or throughout those methods that doesn't really give you the chance of meeting them firsthand, okay? So this is the first thing that they see from you. If it is not written professionally, if the tone, let's say the words that you put is not clear, it's ambiguous, definitely they cross out, or they just don't give you the chance of sitting in front of them to just express yourself. They don't give you a double chance of being there, right? So it is so important because yeah, it is your self-introduction to your prospective employer. The other one is that it provides the employer a kind of a snapshot of your career. What does it mean? You might say, I don't have a career at the moment. I would say, I mean the achievements that you have, the skills that you have, education. So everything is on that piece of document that they can have a glance on, okay? And another thing is that you want to impress your employer, potential employer. So it would be good to have it clear, to have their eye on you as the candidate. Because believe it or not, within the same year, at the end of this year that you start submitting your applications for the internship, all of you might have the same chance of getting the same job, right? So it means that you apply to some specific companies like Deloitte, like for example KPMG. But what makes you special? That voice or brand of you that you put or integrate in your CV, right? So it would be good to just make sure that this is you, unique you, not someone else, not someone that, for example, AI has created of you, right? And last one, to demonstrate your communication skills, because we have, as you have known, guys, we have different types of communicating with people, verbally and non-verbally. So this is non-verbal communication that you pass. It means that you just send the written format of you before having the verbal chance of expressing yourself. So as soon as you are clear, even on that document, they can rely on your communication skills, okay? That's why we need to be keen on this CV writing or resume writing. There are some general guidelines for you to bear in mind. The first one is if you are a fresh graduate or you are applying for internship, you are still studying on the third year, which is the situation of you, it is completely fine to have one-page resume or CV. If you had the chance of just getting involved in different clubs, it means that you have some experience. It is completely fine to have 2 pages of resume. So the employer is completely aware of your situation. So you don't have to worry that much. I don't have that much experience to fill in the space, okay? Another thing, if you have a 2-page resume, it means that you are having extensive skills and expertise. What I suggest is that when you are printing your resume, guys, on a piece of paper, don't forget to have it one-sided, okay? So don't have it two-sided resume. This way, it has a complete the cover part, I mean the heading part, and the content appears very professionally. So in case that you come across having 2-page resume, make sure that it is printed one-sided, okay? It's so important. Another thing is about direct the reader's eye using layout or headings. Yeah, the point is it should be separated. I mean, there should be heading like education. There should be heading like skills. There should be a heading like, for example, your personal information for them to just navigate their eyes over your resume. One more thing is about proofreading your resume, guys. Ensure that you don't have any spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes. This really matters. Tailor content to reach jobs or to each jobs or application. For example, I am applying to this company and also to the second company. Ensure that you customize your skills and experiences. Do not have one fit all resume, guys, okay? So ensure that you make them special for that particular job. Change something. I mean, maybe, for example, this company, within the requirements of that company, they provide you with some skills that they are looking for, right? Ensure that you have those skills highlighted on resume. And for the second job, definitely do the same. So do not create only one template and send them to all, okay? It's so important. List information in reverse chronological order. This is one mistake that I've seen last year among the candidates, guys. They came up with the work experiences, but they were not in chronological order. What does it mean? It means that start with the most recent experience of you, then go back to the latest, okay? If you've done something, for example, you've been a member of a club in 2026, first mention 2026, then mention 2025, okay? So it's so important. Sell yourself. What does it mean? You need to market yourself. Say, I am this much important. You need to hire me. So sell yourself, guys. Put the focus on those capabilities of you that are bold about you. For example, teamwork. I'm very good, a very good team player. I'm a very good, for example, I don't know, leader. So make sure that you are honest about yourself, but at the same time, you're confident at selling yourself. Use consistent verb tense. This is another mistake that the students make, guys. Do you know? Let me ask you guys. Also, I have put it here actually. Past or present tense you need to use. Do we need to use passive structure? Not really. We want to stick to the active one. But tell me whether we need to include both of these tenses or only stick to one. What would you say based on your experience, guys? When we are putting our skills, or imagine that I want to put some information about the experience that I have, and then I want to just go deeper and put what I did in that position, okay? So do you think that I need to put only past, or no, I can easily switch to present? What would you say? Have you ever thought? All right. So I would say we have rule of thumb, guys. As soon as you are talking about your past experience, only past, simple. As soon as you're talking about what you are doing at the moment, only simple, present. You see what I'm talking about? So present tense only for what we are doing at the moment, past tense for what we did in the past. So remember, you need to stay consistent. Do not confuse employer on what you are writing on your resume. It's so important. So now let's take a look at example and tell me why it is not acceptable or it's not a good CV section, guys. Take a look. Name Dara Chan, phone, blah, blah, email, address, age, marital status, single. So what is wrong here, guys? How can I improve it? What is wrong here? I've put all my personal information, so what is wrong? Aha. Here, marital status. I need to remove this? Sure? Yes. We are not there to tell that we are married or single. What else? Email address. What is wrong with email address, guys? You wanted an email and I put it. What is wrong? It's not professional, like cool boy. You see, so no, you don't want to attract the employer on the type of email that you have. So it would be good to, for example, for this year that you're applying, it would be good to keep your email communication via your CAMED email, guys, okay? So definitely it's not a good one. What else? Address? Anything wrong with address? Too short? Yes, it can be, for example, a little bit extensive. What else? Anything else, guys? Anything wrong with my age? Do I need to put my age there? For example, 18 years old. No? So yes, guys, I mean, as soon as you're talking about the personal information, it would be good to just be focused on your first name, last name, your email address, the link to your LinkedIn account if you're active there, okay? If not, make sure that it is active and then you can easily include it on your CV or resume. Address should also be completed. So yes, we don't want to mention anything about our age. We don't want to share anything about our relationship with the others. Does it make sense? Yes? So one challenge that the students I faced are struggling with, may I borrow this one? Nameplate? So one challenge that some students are dealing with, guys, is the style of your first name, last name in Cambodia. It means that this is the Khmer style, right? You have your last name or family name here, and then this is the name that everyone calls you. So it is last name, first name here, okay? And then they are faced with this challenge whether they need to just switch these words when they want to write CV or resume or not. I would recommend keeping the same as soon as you are applying to companies in Cambodia, guys. But if you're applying abroad, so definitely you need to switch, guys. So do not bother yourself over which one comes first, which one comes second, and so on. Thank you. All right. Now, next one. What about this one, guys? Do you think it's okay? This is the section for my work experience. What is it? It's not in reverse chronological order, so definitely it should be 23 and this should be 2022. What else? What else? There's one more mistake. What is it? Any ideas? It's about verb tense, guys. If it is 2023, 2021, guys, why this is present, this is past, this is present? Are you there to confuse your reader? So, serve, helped, prepare, you see? So if it is past, all of them pass. If it is present, all of them should be present. You see what I'm talking about? So believe it or not, this is a simple, let's say, a simple piece of document that you offer your employers. At the same time, the most valuable one, because even these tiny parts can easily put you in trouble, guys. Decrease the chance of your employability. Just be keen on these, guys. So what are those essential elements that we need to include then? Definitely our contact information, full name, address, phone number, an email to reach you, the link to your LinkedIn account, anything that you have. Another one is your education, a name of your school, Camet Business School, degree that you are doing, finance and accounting, the start date, the expected finish date, and you don't really need to put GPA there, but it depends on what company you are applying to, guys. Some of them, they are looking for example, high GPA. So make sure that they need, or you can easily exclude that. It's not a must, but depending on the situation. Another thing is relevant experience, job title, anything that you did in the past, guys. What is the title? What was the name of company that you were there? It can be as simple as being a member of a club at Camet Business School. So you can easily include that. Dates of experience, duties and responsibilities, what you've done in that period and time frame, significant accomplishments, what you got. What is the reward? What is the certificate? What is the actually recognition? What is your contribution? Make sure that you have these things. And besides that, there are some optional, but again, of high importance. The skills should be there, guys. I mean, I would say it's 90% of the time that we need to include the skills that the employer is looking for. That's why, I mean, these skills comes from the requirement of that job. So whenever you want to apply, ensure that you read the job specification to know what they are exactly looking for, and then include them in your skills. You are not there to tell lies, but as soon as you find yourself compatible with the candidate that they are looking for, so you can easily claim for those skills, right? That's why I ask you, what do you think what are the specific skills that finance and accounting students might have? Honors and awards, and at the end, you definitely need to include any internship, because employees love, guys, volunteer jobs. So it would be good if you have done anything free of charge, you haven't earned anything for that, and it is relevant to the job that you are applying to. Yes, definitely, why not? You can easily include that. And any certificates that you have. Do you have any burning questions at the moment related to CV, resume, and these kind of things? No? Nothing? Sure? All right. So let's do an activity, guys, okay? So we want to pick one of these characters in the group that you are in. It can be groups of 5, it can be groups of 6, okay? So ensure that you are sitting around, okay? So anyway, you need to pick one of these characters. That person can be a recent CAMED graduate with limited experience, someone like you, for example, okay? But you haven't graduated yet. But imagine that that person graduated, guys, okay? It can be a mid-career professional looking to switch industries. It means that, for example, you are an accountant, you want to change your complete industry. You want to be an interior designer, for example, okay? So you want to switch the industry. An experienced executive seeking a leadership role. I'm experienced, but now I want to look for example, senior level positions in my industry, okay? And last one is a freelancer, a person who is independently working, guys, with diverse project experience, but again, looking for a job, okay? So all these people, whatever you select, I give you this preference to you guys. Choose one of them that you might have more familiarity with, or you are more comfortable thinking about what are those skills needed. If I'm about to apply to job, guys, if I am this person, what are those skills? What are those education requirements? What are those experiences that I can have? Okay, it's more related to thinking about the character and coming up with some elements that come to your mind. Then after that, you and your partners, guys, are about to craft a resume or CV within the papers that our colleagues actually prepare for us. So it means that you have a CV on a big version, All right. Imagine that you have one page of it and you want to fill it in, having these information, contact information of the person. You don't have to put your phone numbers there, guys, something imaginary, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But as long as it gives us the signal that this is the contact information of the person. Objective or summary statement, it means who you are, what are your skills, what you're looking for, exactly similar as about me section that you put on a LinkedIn profile, right? Education, come up with some imaginary education if you actually thinking about the characters, 1 or 2 entries, work experience, and key skills in bulleted points. So it shouldn't be that complicated as soon as you just imagine one page of resume or CV and just inputting all your ideas after talking to your partners, okay? So I give you some time, maybe 20 minutes. After that, I give you the chance to a couple of you to present them, okay? And at the same time, it would be good to have our colleagues just hand out those papers and markers to you. Thank you. So group up, guys. guys. 15. You have 5 minutes, guys. Thank you. Are you done, guys? Yes, wow. Or bring it there. All right, enough, guys. As much as you could input, it's fine. So it's presentation time, guys. You want to see what you have included and what is the reason behind your design, okay? So it's not that difficult. What you have is to just bring your paper, have one spokesperson per team. It means only one. There's no need for you to have all of you guys here on a stage. Only one spokesperson that comes here with the paper and tells us who you are and what is the purpose behind having this design and these details on your CV, okay? So you need to just put yourself in shoes of that person. A recent graduate from Camet Business School, and I want to apply to this job. And here is my resume. I have put in, for example, this in my summary, in my experience, due to these reasons. Briefly, maybe 1 to 2 minutes, explain, and then you can easily sit, guys. You're not being evaluated. We just want to see what you have done, guys. Try to just choose one spokesperson, guys. Oh, step is guys. It's okay. So let's start, guys. Let's start. Shh, yes. Okay. Starting from the beginning till the end, okay? So, I'm sorry. Or no, we can reverse order, right? From the back to front. Okay, so, yes, the boys, shall we start from you? Have your paper here? Yeah, right. Yes, you. Okay, so one of you with the paper. Good. Yeah, try to be supportive, guys. Please.
Am I going to write? Uh, and
character that you have selected, and just tell us about the summary and what job you're applying maybe to, and these things that you put. For example, what are the skills that you input? What are the experiences that you input? All right. So just quickly, maybe 1 minute, go through your resume. All right.
Hello,
One
hello,
minute.
hello.
Yes.
Oh, also talk about design. It's fine.
So guys, try to be supportive. Thank you, friend.
Hello everyone. My name is Rati Rotana, and this is a made-up character I'm going to be presenting about. The so the name is Rati Rotana. Yes, it's made up. My contact is 012-345-678. Yes, and the character I chose is a recent ChemEd graduate with limited experiences. And so my education, I'm a recent graduate of Bachelor of Accounting and Finance 2025. My skills, I divide into hard skills and soft skills. My hard skill is financial statement preparation, basic tax calculation, Microsoft Excel, accounting software. And for my soft skills are teamwork, communication, time management, and fast learner. And my summary statement is a recent ChemEd graduate with a strong academic in accounting and finance at ChemEd Business School. I am seeking an entry-level position to gain practical experiences. And for my experience, it's internship at KPMG, participate in exchange program in Malaysia, volunteer leadership role in school clubs, class, and external NGO. And for my references, I put available upon request. And
Do you have anything to say? No. Sure? All right. So yes, it is very good. The only thing that I would suggest maybe in order to improve this resume is, yes, you can take it. So the only thing that we can improve is that first, the summary statement shouldn't be at the end of your resume. It should be somewhere here at the top, guys, after your information. And another thing is for this, for your experience, definitely you need to put the year of your experience as well, guys. Okay, year 2026, 2025, 2024. Okay, again in chronological order. Good, thank you. Yes, please, guys, just take turns. Yeah. They haven't finished. Okay, so maybe next team. Right, next team. Don't be shy. Beautiful masterpiece.
So, hello everyone. So my team have choose about the someone who has an experience of the executive and second for the senior leadership role. So for that her name is Rod Lisa, and then with the contact with phone number is +5 8851234567 and with the email with rodlisa25@gmail.com. And we also have with the LinkedIn with rodlisa25 and the address is Phnom Penh, Cambodia. For the summary is strategist executive with 5 year more of experience in finance and proven in driven growth, improving efficiency and leading high performance team, seeking for the senior leadership role. For the educations, they have Master of the Finance at CAMED Business School, which graduate in 2018, and Bachelor of the Finance in CAMED Business School, which graduate in 2012. With the work experience, they have she has worked as a finance manager at ABC Co Ltd from 2020 to 2025. She's lead a team of 40 staff and improved the productivity by 20%. And she worked as the assistant of the finance managers at the same company from 2017 to 2020. She implement workflow improvement and reporting system. For the key skill, they have a strategist in leadership, team management, and coaching, and with the budget analyze. That's all.
Yeah, quite extensive. The only thing maybe here, instead of putting, for example, rotaliza25@gmail, it could be a little bit more professional, right? I mean, not necessarily personal email, but the rest of thing, I would like this person to be working in my company, guys. Lots of experience. Because we don't have that much time, maybe two volunteer groups, guys. Which team? How can I choose? So many hands up. No one actually. So, what would you say, guys? Have your hands, raise your hand if you're volunteer to just come and have a kind of recap over what you've done. Which team is courageous enough to be here? Should I select or no? You come yourself. It's so beautiful. Why don't you want to show it, guys? All of yours and yours, guys, it's complete. Why don't you want to come and show? I want to show your masterpiece, guys, to people. Anyone there? Volunteer? Uncle? No? Oh, Uncle! Come on. So yes, come on.
Um, Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna be Na Rosika, and um, I'm a aspiring professional accountant, and my phone number is 92 21 86 and 02. And for the email, as you can see, is nrk888@gmail.com. As for the address, it's located. Okay. And there's something about me, which is a graduate financial and accounting student at CAMED Business School with a strong interest in accounting and financial analysis. I am eager to sorry. I'm eager to apply this strength in professional setting and grow within the accounting and financial field. As for my skill, I'm a good with teamwork, communication, problem solving, time management, and leadership. As for my language, I speak Central Khmer language, English, Chinese, and Japanese. I'm a graduated of Bachelor of Accounting and Finance at CAMET Business School. And as for my work experience, I volunteer in the International Youth Fellowship and of Institute of Technology and Cambodia on 26. During my volunteer, I work with regional organization to carry out cultural and volunteer service and international event support. And another work experience for me is the academic project, which is called Stress Relief as of CAMET Business School on 2025. I explored the impact of platforms such as Netflix on stress, conducting survey and analysis student viewing habit. And finally, for my achievement, I'm a top scorer of marketing and of behavioral economics, top scorer of financial accounting 1, and top scorer of management accounting. And that's all.
So, guys, maybe this can add to your experience. When you are thinking about the experience or internship opportunities that you've been a member of, ensure that they are relevant to the job that you are applying to, okay? So in this case, for example, I see a research project which was related to stress management. Okay, so research experience that is relevant to stress management, and then maybe I'm just applying to finance and accounting position. So when as an employer, when I look at your background, it doesn't really fit in the position that I'm looking for a candidate for, okay? So ensure if that internship is not in line with the job that you're applying, just exclude it from your resume, okay? And another thing that could be improved again, I just want to highlight, is the chronological order that you need to input. First 2026, then 25, and so on, okay? So now here you have that 2026, 2025, and to the rest. Only the relevance of the information, and this in Gmail, it would be good to be more professional, but the rest of them are acceptable. Good. But it reminded me of the situation that imagine, guys, you just send your resume, but you're not that comfortable with the details that you put. And then it comes to the interview session. You, for example, employer said, tell me more about this experience. You say, oh, did I put anything like that in my resume? So yes, it would be good to just be familiar with what you have written. And the last one, the last volunteer. 1, 2, 3, shout. Anyone?
Hello, so my name is Elisala. I'm a trainee accountant, and my contact is 012-168-167. And for my email is elisala@gmail.com. And for my skill, is leadership, communication, financial literacy, and project execution. And I can speak 3 languages, Khmer, English, and Chinese. And I have accomplished accounting professional known for combining analytical expertise with strong leadership and communication skill. And I work in XYZ Group as a trainee accountant. And I studied at Cambridge Business School. And that's all.
So again, this is good. Just reminds me of one more tip that I want to give you related to designing your CV resume. Guys, make sure that the number of colors that you use is restricted to at most 2 colors. Don't make it a rainbow, okay? So only maybe black and red, black and blue, for example, okay? Don't include any other colors. So yes, thank you. Maybe you can help to spell the paper. I will look at all the sentences after that. Yes? So any questions at the moment that you are faced with? Any questions that I can answer? Yes or no? Anything new that you came up with when you were working in your team? Nothing? I have a question. Should you use Canva resume, Canva CV template, or simple plain template? Both? Can we both? So 1, 2, 3, what is your last decision? Both? Okay, so I would say plain template, please. Okay? So it doesn't mean that Canva template is bad. It means that you are applying for finance, accounting, audit related fields, okay? In this case, employers are not looking for beautiful masterpiece of you guys. They are looking for professional, well written, let's say piece of work that represents you, okay? So it doesn't really need to be that complicated with all the objects, all of the headings, or let's say the cover part of the resume and these kind of things. It can be as simple as these templates that we have, guys. I mean, CAMED has got templates that you can easily use. Oh. So I can just show you here. All right, look, guys. So as simple as this, you have your name, you have your address, education section, the experience section, leadership, or any activities that you have. You can easily customize it based on your own information, guys. So you have complete templates that CAMED can easily offer you. You can just customize them or personalize them. So this much simple. If you want to add your photo, yes, why not? You can easily have the photo added here, okay? So we are not looking for fantasy or fancy design of you guys, okay? Something simple, but as soon as it represents you and has your unique voice, it is completely fine. So you might say, I would like to use Canva, but I would say it's fine. But employers, guys, are looking one tracking system that is called ATS, okay? Most of the employers, they are using this system. They don't have that much time in order to go through each and every single piece of work that you send them. That's why they use or get help from an application, a system that automatically, let's say, sorts out the resumes. So if your resume is on your Canva, let's say, hides some keywords and the highlights that they are looking for. So maybe they just get excluded through the system because the system cannot recognize the template of Canva, okay? So you are in danger of getting, let's say, excluded from the system if you're using Canva. Another one is professional expectation in finance and accounting that I told you. They are looking for the templates that are clear. It would be good to just be strict to have all the information that is relevant to you, but in a simple version. And recruiters read very carefully. They are not that keen on what is up, what is down. You know, Canva provides you with a template that has different sections. So it would be good to have a rigid one, a solid one, that everything is there. They quickly, in 6 to 8 seconds, they go through your resume and decide whether they would like to invite you for interview or not. So have it at the back of your head when you want to prepare your CV or resume, guys, for our mock interviews. So let's just have a recap on resume, guys. Now, any ideas about cover letter, guys? Why do we use cover letter? Is it a must? What is cover letter, by the way? Any ideas? What is it? Cover letter? What is it? Self-introduction. Okay, what is the difference between a cover letter and resume, guys? Who wants to say? Yes. Anything that comes to your mind, Rachna? It's like paragraphs that you write. Okay, introduce yourself. What else? Do we talk about our experiences as well? Do we talk about what we are interested in? All right. So, guys, I would say yes, we have a cover letter in form of only one page. When we want to apply to a position, we have our CV and resume. Cover letter is just, as the name represents, is the cover, is the front page of your resume that you add, okay? So it's a way to introduce yourself and your resume. There might not actually be a space on your resume to put your thoughts in paragraphs because everything is in bullet points, right? Now you have let's say you have a chance to go through some details that you haven't mentioned in your resume. It means that you don't have to repeat whatever is there in order to bother them, guys. This is a space for you to just, if you are about to talk to someone, what are those things that you input? Definitely it should be about your interest, about your background, particular examples of your experiences that you had, okay? So these kind of things. So it's a chance to talk about your skills that relate to the job. Maybe I cannot put, let's say, extensive information about my skills. So cover letter is a place for that to include. So what are those sections that we can easily think about when we are writing a cover letter? The first thing is your personal information again. Your name, your address, your phone, and your email, or your link to the LinkedIn account, okay? Date that you are sending that resume should be there, guys. On your CV or your resume, you don't have to put the date. But here you need to mention 24, for example, February, I'm sending you this letter. It's a letter that you send to your potential employer. Employer's contact information, as soon as it is counted as the letter, so the recipient of your application should be there, guys. Okay, so name, department, company, address of that person. If you have the information of particular person that is the contact of your letter, it would be good to mention the name of person, dear Mr. blah blah. If not, make sure that you include dear hiring manager, or dear, or let's say to whom it may concern. Okay, so definitely there should be a recipient for your email, sorry, for your cover letter. Greetings, try to address your cover letter to a person. If no specific, yes, I talked about it. So think about your cover letter as a letter that has three main sections beyond your contact information. It has the beginning part, it has middle part, and the closing or summarizing part. We go through each and every one of them in order to give you better understanding of what they are, okay? So let's focus on the beginning paragraph, guys, okay? It means after you put to whom it may concern or dear hiring manager, what should we put first? So you need to mention who you are. You are a student at CAMED Business School, second year student. So this is the sample that you can easily use. My name is this and that. I'm a sophomore studying finance and accounting at CAMED Business School. So you can easily just start your introduction like that. A specific job title that you're applying for, guys. So I'm writing to express my interest in the internship opportunity that your company is providing, or let's say my interest in the accounting position, exactly the same wordings that you find in the job specification of the particular, let's say, vacancy, okay? How you heard, this is so important, guys, how you heard about this vacancy, guys. How do you know that they are recruiting? So you can easily say, I learned about this opportunity from the school billboard or the school website, from, for example, a colleague or a friend that works in your company. It's so important to specify where you got the information from. Who is currently employed, for example. Why you're interested in this position? You need to be specific in this case, guys. Just say, I'm particularly drawn to this role because something that you love about that company or that position that you're applying to, okay? Try to make it yours, guys. Something like a personal touch. And then why do you think you are a good fit to that, let's say, position, guys? This should be brief, one sentence maybe. With my background in finance and accounting, I believe that I would be a valuable asset to your organization or something like that, okay? So yes, this is all about who you are, what is the job that you're applying to, and why do you think that you are the best fit, okay? This is all about the beginning. Now, moving forward, you start from the beginning of paragraph, including these information, show how you make a good fit within the position. Now you need to go deeper, guys. So during my internship at this company, during my experience, during the experience that I got from, for example, a leadership project. So try to exemplify what you did about your experience. You might say, I don't have that extensive experience. Why should I put? Definitely there would be a kind of opportunity that you've been given a role in, guys. If it is in line with what you're applying, include it there. Then focus on what is there, guys. I mean, why they need to hire you. So this experience not only honed my skill, okay, so but it also equipped me with a deep understanding what you learned from that experience. I've been a member of leadership project, the charity project, and what I learned was teamwork, was this and that, okay? And then do not, make sure that you are not restating what you have mentioned there. You are just putting your experience in a different word, guys. I believe my strong background in this area will allow me to contribute to something that is related to that company. It can be a vision, it can be mission of that company. Ensure that you have searched the information, the company information, to find something in common that you can relate to your own experience and your interest. And then break up. If you think that this part is too extensive, you have more than one experience, ensure that you dedicate 2 paragraphs to this, guys, okay? Do not put all the things in 1 paragraph. After that, it's time for you to just have a recap and say goodbye. So here you need to just include your availability time. Are you available to start the job at the moment, or you need, for example, 1 month, 2 months? You can easily just mention here how you will follow. Definitely you need to follow for most of the situations. You apply and then you need to follow up, right? So just mention when would you like to follow or how would you like to follow, okay? And then at the end, thank you for your time and consideration. So it would be like this: I'm available to start immediately from this time after X weeks, okay? And can attend interviews at these times. I'm available. This is my available time. The best way to reach me out is through my LinkedIn profile, LinkedIn account, through my Telegram. So just provide some options that they can reach you out. Do not block the communication here, okay? So give them options to choose. And then at the end, thank you for your time and consideration. Look forward to hear from you back, something like that, okay? So yes, that was all about the cover. How long should it be? Only 1 page, guys. Only 1 page, okay? That you just place it at the beginning of your CV or resume when you print it out. When it is emailed, guys, to the potential recruiter, it would be good to have 2 files attached. One your cover letter and the other one is your CV and resume, okay? Use the same font. This is one of the mistakes that last time I noticed when I was conducting the mock interviews, guys. The font for example, for resume was Times New Roman. The font for cover letter was Calibri. So ensure that the font is consistent, guys. And also the size of your letters. When you're writing your CV, 10 to 12. For headings, 14 to 16. And if you want to put, at the beginning on your resume, then that you want to put your name, it would be good to be between 20 to 30 in size, 20 to 30, okay? So whatever you use for your resume, it should be exactly the same for your cover letter. Formal and professional language. Personalize each cover letter based on the job that you're applying. It means both your resume and your cover letter should be customized if you are applying for more than one job. For example, you cannot apply with the same CV that you created last year for your business communication. First, because you have gained more experience till then. Second, you have learned lots of things that you had no idea of when you were preparing that one, right? So ensure that you have your role in mind, what you want to apply to. Then think about what is let's say required and I need to keep. What are those features that I can easily get rid of? Address your cover letter to a specific person. Ensure that you have dear hiring manager or to whom it may concern, or the name of that person at the beginning, so it's not a general one. And anything else? Yeah, check for typos and grammar, guys. All right? So this is all about cover letter. What we shouldn't do, we shouldn't be too wordy. Do not go over explanation of what you have done, guys. Or let's say do not generalize, or let's say exaggerate about your skills. Do not lie to anyone. I have done this that you haven't, guys. So try to be honest and don't repeat or summarize your resume in one cover letter. Just think about, after you finish your resume writing, just put it away and think, okay, so what I haven't mentioned, I need to put on my cover letter. Something related to your relevant experiences, your interest, and your background, whatever is in line with your job. Quantify. This is also so important, guys. When you want to talk about, for example, the school events or school clubs that you've been a member of, don't say, I have the experience of being a member of many clubs. Try to quantify them. How many clubs? 2 or 3 clubs. It's so important. I have worked with 25 people. Why is it important? Because employer can easily visualize the impact of your work in their head. So if it was 25 people, definitely the result is different from the time that you have worked with 100 people, right? So yes, this helps us to get better vision of what you've done, and it is more clear. If you have been a member of more than one similar experience, quantify it, guys. And you are finance and accounting students, you know how to count, right? 1, 2, 3. So yeah, that's it. Let me just show you an example here. Again. All these examples can be provided by CSSA. So you see your name, address, email, phone, and then here is your recipient, guys, the hiring manager, okay? So date is also there. Then you have these 3, 4 paragraphs that you can easily think about. Dear hiring manager, I'm writing to respond in response to your post, so it is clear which job you are applying to. Then you go deeper about your experience, what you learned about that experience, and summarize or have a recap at the end. At the end, you have sincerely yours. It would be good to include your handwritten signature, all right? It just adds a kind of personal touch. Then your first name and last name, okay? Any questions here? Question, guys? No? Sure? Anything related to CV, resume, cover letter that you have in mind and you would like me to answer? No, not at the moment? Not now? All right, okay. So, funny part or interactive part is interview, okay? So, let me ask you something. If you are about to think about your own competencies, guys, your own, let's say, awareness of your own skills and strength, okay? Out of 100%, what scale do you give yourself, guys? How do you think you can present yourself when it comes to interview? Out of 100%, what scale would you give yourself, guys? 50%? 60? 99.9? All right. Okay, I love to hear that you're confident. Have you got less than 50? That you don't really like to be in that position? Have you? All right. Okay. So let's see, guys. You have practiced elevator pitch last year, right? Yes? Okay, what was elevator pitch? Let me just test your memory, guys. What was elevator pitch? In your business communication course. Self-introduction. What makes it elevator, guys? Why do we call it elevator pitch? Because it's short. How short it is? 1, 2 minutes, and I would say even less, guys, less than 1 minute, right? Because you don't have 5 minutes to get to the top of a building. So it is a short, brief self-introduction of ourselves, a way that we can have our first impression attract the employer, right? So let's do this one. Let's see how well you are when you want to deliver a kind of elevator pitch. I don't want you to read any past documents of yours, but think about this situation 2 to 3 minutes, guys. Just turn to your partners, I mean your classmates behind you. Imagine that you don't know each other, and in 2 to 3 minutes, guys, okay, I want you to sell yourself, introduce yourself to your partners, guys. Try to convince them to hire you or give you the job, okay? So try to be that bold to just get the job opportunity from them, okay? So you can easily start with Uh-huh. You can easily start with your name, introduce hello, and then start blah blah. And a brief background of you guys, where you're from, your major, field of study. Highlight any relevant experiences that they say, wow, I didn't know that. Okay. So, such as internship, volunteer work, part time job, any skills that you honed or improved out of this experience of you. What are your top three strength, guys, or skills that relate to the job? Don't say that, for example, I'm very good at mathematics. Okay, so how do you connect mathematics to the job that you're applying? So, definitely you would rephrase it by saying, I'm really good at numbers, data analysis, or these kind of things. Okay. What are your career aspirations? What do you want to be in the future? And then how does this position align with them? And the last one is, what makes you stand out? What is your unique feature that that person has to hire you? So all of them are about you and the way that you represent yourself, but you have only 2 to 3 minutes, guys, okay? Try to, 2 to 3 minutes each, okay? Try to keep the track of time. I would appreciate if you have the timer, guys. When you start talking, try to have it on. Start and see how long does it take for you to deliver all the things about yourself. And at the same time, try to hold eye contact and then have your smiley face, right? Body gesture, do not slouch, guys, like this, okay? So try to be professional. Ready? You don't have to do anything. You just stand up and then face the ones that are behind you, guys, or maybe in front of you. Okay? So it cannot be done when you are sitting, guys. You need to stand up. Aha. 1, 2, 3. Start. One by one, okay? One by one. 2 more minutes only 2 more minutes. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Say goodbye. All right, one general question, guys. How was the first impression that you got from your potential, let's say, employee, guys, as the employer, okay? So would you hire your friend? All right. Try to be supportive. You have to say, yes, why not? We have each other's back. So, not really, guys. Did they tell you all about their strength? Did they, let's say, sell themselves, market themselves in an effective way? Some of you might say yes, some others not, okay? So I just wanted to prove this, guys, that you have brief, maybe 1 minute of your interview at the beginning, where when you are sitting in front of that interviewer, guys, you have the chance of quickly making your first impression. So if you're looking confident, you're not shaking at the moment, you have a beautiful, let's say, a smile on your face, and then you start talking, introducing yourself. You have practiced many times before in front of the mirror, guys. So definitely you can do your best. So I would like to say there are some general tips for preparation of the interview. Definitely the first one is to carefully examine what are those job specifications. What is the name of the company? What is the role that they are looking for a candidate for? What are those responsibilities that you may have? Okay, so just be detailed on what you are applying to. So it shouldn't be like this that you, for example, CAMET helps you with the job opportunity, and then you show up on that day. They tell you, for example, why are you here? And you say, because my school assigned you. So anyway, you should have different, let's say, you should have allocated different time, invest some time, go through the specifications and learn about the job itself. Then do your research about the company, guys. What is their mission? What is their vision? Okay, so what is their let's say the whole idea of this company? What is those, what is the area that they are working in? Okay, what is the industry? that they are working or serving. Review common interview questions. Definitely, if you are familiarizing yourself with the potential questions that you might be asked at that situation, you have more confidence when you face the interviewer. Another one is prepare yourself through mock interviews. This is exactly what CSSA is offering, guys. So you are sitting exactly in the same situation that you think that that person is an employer and you are a potential employee. You answer some questions that might be exactly the same questions that you will experience in the future. So it is a kind of opportunity that you need to grab it, guys. Prepare physically. Yeah, one thing that I recommend is when you want to prepare for your interview, guys, I mean, before when you are doing the preparation, ensure that you are just wearing the same thing when you are practicing and rehearsing, right? So it would be good to have the same outfit. Sometimes we are not comfortable with that tight outfit that we are wearing, and it impacts our performance during that interview. So familiarize yourself physically as well. Have hard copies ready. I know that you submit your resume, cover letter, and everything, but ensure that you have the hard copies of them at hand in order to show or to offer the employer. Plan ahead for transportation in order not to be late, guys. And make the best first impression by just having comfortable, or let's say confident look at the beginning. Dress for success. It means dress smart. Don't go there with, for example, the Crocs or so on. Stay organized. The one way that you can show that you're an organized person is to wear what? Watch, maybe, for most of you. Don't forget your ID. It can be your identification card. All Cambodians have something like that in their wallet, so it would be good to have your ID that that person can easily verify. Always be positive. Don't think negatively and don't say anything negative. Just have a kind of positive attitude. Now, some mistakes that you might make without knowing, guys, is about the dress or the color that you're wearing. Arriving late, bringing a drink with you. I know that you're in love with matcha, guys, but don't have your matcha there on the table, okay? So don't take your drink with you. Using your phone during the interview, guys. Phone silent in bag. Ensure that you have this policy with you. Not knowing anything about the company, you haven't done any research about the company, you don't know who they are, and you're out of nowhere there. You wake up in the morning and you say, oh, I need to go there. So definitely you are in trouble, guys. Not having any questions. This is very important, guys. At the end of most of the interviews, they ask you, do you have any questions? And you say, no, thank you. So this no thank you, it means that you are not curious, okay? What questions can you ask, by the way? Imagine that I ask you to ask a question. What question can you ask? What is it? About salary. So yes, I know deep down you want to just know how much you can earn out of that position, but money related questions are not appropriate, right? So keep this deep down in you for the future, maybe for the second round of interview. But for this, the first time that you're looking at their eyes, the first encounter of you and that person, not finance, or let's say not money related questions. What else? What other questions can we ask, guys? About our competitors? Like what? Like what? Ask a question. Who else are you recruiting? All right, yes. In order to rephrase your question, I would say, what are you looking for in a potential candidate? What are you looking for in a potential candidate? And that person tells you that a successful candidate should have these features and these points. Yes, good, thank you. What else? Can you tell me more about the working environment? Yes, good. What else? Who is talking? What is it, guys? One more suggestion of the question? Anything that comes to your mind? How does a typical day at your company look like? I mean, what are the responsibilities that I'm involved in? What are the challenges that I may face with? Okay, so these kind of work-related questions. So, not paying attention, it means that that person in talking, you are looking at the ceiling, on the walls, your eyes are diverted in the other direction. So definitely doesn't really give a good impression when it comes to interview. Talking too much. Don't be that talkative, guys, okay? So you have different opportunities to express yourself, but just try to be focused on the question and talk as much as required, not that over explaining about everything. Not being prepared to answer questions and bad mouthing past employees or maybe past professors or past, let's say, the classmates, just talking about, talking behind their back negatively, okay? So if you just ending with this kind of impression, guys, definitely they cannot rely on you. Maybe in the future you are bad mouthing about them and their company, right? So you are just giving the signal that you're not a reliable person. Not bringing a resume, as I told you guys, having that hard copy of resume is a key. Displaying low energy, you're tired. Imagine that you're sitting and then you're tired. So tired, so busy. So don't give these kind of signals that you don't have energy. And forgetting to follow up, it means that you don't follow up after, for example, some days you don't really care about what you did at the interview that you conducted. These are the points that you need to keep in mind. And the last one is following up too aggressively. When are you going to give me the result? I mean, after 2 days. So definitely it's not a good impression that you want to make. So these are the general interview mistakes that you might be aware of, guys. But the 9 questions that most of the interviewers, let's say, ask, guys, are these things, guys. Tell me more about yourself. How did you hear about this position? What attracted you to our company? What would you say is your greatest strength? What would you consider your greatest weakness? Exactly the opposite of a strength. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? How well do you work under pressure? Why should we hire you? And do you have any question for us or not? Let's take a look at each and every one of them and see what are those tips that we need to bear in mind, okay? I mean, at first glance, they are super easy. You can easily answer within one sentence. But again, if you look at them deeply, you think that, okay, so I might be in trouble if I don't know how to respond to them, okay? So the first thing is, tell me more about yourself. Should I talk about my siblings, my family issues, or this kind of things that are personal? Definitely not, guys. Try to keep it brief and professional to you as a person. So you can easily say your name when you want to talk about yourself, guys. Your name, any kind of relevant achievements, guys. What do I mean by relevant? I mean relevant to the position that you're applying, okay? So any relevant achievement or any relevant experience, part-time job, internship, that you believe that it's catchy for your employer to know that you have done that, okay? Definitely you have such an experience if you think deeper. So prepare yourself with the relevant experience of or achievement of yours that catches the attention of your potential employer. Something that I want to tell you, don't, for example, I know that you are a very good maybe athlete in running, but you don't have to mention it in your interview that is related to finance and accounting to catch their attention. So ensure that it is in line with the position that you are applying. Nothing personal, all should be professional, guys, okay? The second one is, why did you choose accounting and finance as a career? What would you say, guys? Let me challenge you. Why did you choose finance and accounting? Or audit for money? So definitely not. What else? What else can we say, guys, to look professional? Because my parents made me? No. Because I started and I didn't know how to finish? No. You need to show your enthusiasm, your interest in this field, okay? It would be good to think about, oh, so I am in this field because I really love analysis, data analysis. I'm really good at numbers, okay? So anything that you find relevant to your finance and accounting, here you need to be positive and show that you are motivated, guys, at the same time for doing this thing. So anything that is relevant to your major and you have it, you need to be honest at the same time, okay? So ensure that whatever you're saying, it's not the exaggeration of your skills. I'm very good at analysis. I love analysis. I love reporting data. I am, for example, detail oriented. As soon as I get the reports, I go through the details and I can easily find the mistakes. So I found my passion in finance and accounting. Or you might say, from the younger age, I found my interest in managing the budget of my family. So I've been doing this when I was younger. I started this at the age of 10, helping my mother, helping my parents, just running their business, assisting them with the analysis of the data or the budget or income and these kind of things. Okay, so just show that you are interested in these kind of things. What attracted you to our company? What would you say? What attracted you to our company, guys? Because of the work environment. What else? Because of salary? No. You know, deep down, you want to shout because of the money, but no. So what else? Because of the career opportunity, yeah, just because of the promotions that you provide with your, with your community or among your employees. Yes, definitely. Okay, so wants you to talk about what you know about the company. Here is exactly the area that you need to show off with the information that you learned about the company website before just showing up for the interview, okay? Just spread whatever, just share whatever you learned about their company. People are curious to know, guys, that you have done the research about them and you know a lot of things about the company. Now you're there to just work and be in their network, in their company. So ensure that you talk positively about the work environment that they are providing. Or you might say, last year, within the career fair that we had at CAMED Business School, one of the stands, one of this was about, for example, KPMG company. I was there to ask some question and I really got interested in what you are doing. So I just have another colleague, I have another classmate just started the internship with you and talking about blah, 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 blah. All right. So try to find the relevance in your own way. What would you say is your greatest strength? Again, I want to tell you, you might have lots of strength, but just try to restrict it with the strength that is relevant to the job that you're applying. Just say, if I'm applying for the audit position, what are those key skills that are important? So I need to mention them if I have them, guys, like detail oriented, attention to details, these kind of things, okay? So ensure that you are talking about what you're good at when it comes to that particular position. So there should be a relevance between your strength and the job that you're applying to. Explain how this helps you in your current position that you're applying. If I'm, for example, if I say I'm very good at the attention to the details, then you need to connect it with why it helps you in this position. As an auditor, this helps me to double check the report, go through the, let's say, finding the mistakes. I'm very good at communication. And for example, as an auditor, I might need to communicate with my teammates. So if I don't know how to express myself, how to, for example, delegate tasks, definitely I would be in trouble. So try to find it somehow relevant to the job that you're applying. And exactly the opposite. Can you tell me about your greatest weakness? What would you say? I don't have any. Can I say I don't have any? No, you don't have to just picture a perfect portrait of you guys. There should be a way that you would like to improve. Not that bad, but you want to improve, okay? So yes, try to accept and invite it positively. Of course I have weaknesses, and one of them is blah blah, okay? But one point that you need to bear in mind, and always I just recommend the candidates when they come for the mock interview, is that as soon as you are offering your weakness, ensure that you are offering the solution to your weakness as well. This is so important. A little bit weak, or let's say I need to improve my time management, but recently I'm working on that by doing this, and that, okay? So don't have it, or let's say leave it open-ended. I'm weak in this and full stop. No. Try to explain about it. Why do you consider yourself to be weak in this area? And what would you like to, or what are you doing to improve yourself? Okay? So it's so important. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What would you say? I don't know. So definitely you need to have a clear plan for yourself, guys. Do not be there with the uncertain face of you that you don't know where to start, where to end. Try to say, as I, for example, as I know myself, when I start this internship in your company, definitely I gain more experience. And within the next 5 years, I see myself in senior position. In, for example, leading, let's say, community or head community of your company. So try to show that you want to level up. You don't want to stay, let's say, in a fixed position from the beginning till the end, okay? They need to know that you're looking for improvement, promotion, and you have aspirations in head. This is so important, guys, okay? All right. Number 7, how well do you work under pressure? They want to see if you are faced with a challenge, how do you cope with the challenge? Do you panic or no? You have a solution for that. So here you need to just say that, of course, being under pressure is a part of the job. But the way that I see it, I try to clear my mind, write the task that I have. For example, last time that I was preparing myself for a project which was related to one of my courses, I had the tight deadline, I had many tasks, I had to work in a team, but my instruction, the instruction that I was given was not clear. But within the investment of some time, I could easily ask help or support from my professors, from my seniors, and also I could started communicating with my teammates. Then I just quickly finish. I mean, as a team, we could quickly finish by the deadline or something like that. So here it is so important that you are not that general, guys. You provide one tiny example of you the last time that you have worked under pressure in order to make it more moving, more touching. Okay, so that person says, oh, so she hasn't or he hasn't memorized all of these answers. She has something personal added to that. Okay, so it's so important. Does it make sense? Yes? Why should we hire you? And then here you say, I told you all about myself. What else should I say, right? So here you need to quickly think about what are those features that you haven't mentioned. It means you don't have to repeat your strength. You don't have to repeat your interest. Here it is a chance for you to have a recap over what you are really good at and you haven't mentioned so far. Something that shows your interest again to the position and just connects your strength with the job that you're applying. Put it in a different word, guys. Use an example from your work experience that speaks to your skill set, for example, or explain why your skills experiences can help this company to move forward, why that company needs you as an asset. Why are you counted as an asset, or let's say a gift to that organization, due to my accountability, due to my integrity, due to this and that, something that you haven't mentioned before. Okay, there should be something special about you that they need to hire you guys. Okay, and the last one, do you have any questions? Yes, of course. We have lots of questions. Again, here they want to see why you are, how curious you are about the position and about the company. So we talked about it, guys, earlier. Ask about the environment, ask about the procedure at work, ask about what they are looking for in a potential employee, okay? All these kind of things. So I don't say that they are rules of thumb that every employer goes through the questions that we talked about, but I would say 50%, 60%, maybe 90% of the time they are looking for these kind of things, and then out of the responses that you provide, they go and follow up with the next question that they ask you. But as soon as you are prepared, you are confident with these, definitely you are way ahead of those that are not prepared for the situation. Okay, any questions here? No? Sure? All right, I want to play a video. So now here the video is about which company? What is the company, guys? Beer company? What is the brand? Heineken, is it? Yes, Heineken company, guys. Heineken company wants to recruit candidates, and then they have a special procedure for selecting the candidates, because they know as soon as the candidate knows a particular question and how to answer them, they can pass the interview, right? So they decided to create a new challenge for their candidates, okay? So what I want you to do is to take a look at the video, guys, watch it carefully. At the same time, have your eyes on these three questions, in mind. How many tests the candidates went through? How many tests? What they were about? What the tests were about, and who got the job? Does it make sense? So what were the tests that candidates went through? What were those situations that they've been to? Who got the job at the end? Ready? Yes? Nothing.
What's your management style?
Oh, sorry. Let me share this with Zoom as well. It's a very funny one. So I think that if I want to share the video here, I need to ensure that is, oh, hi. All right. CSSA, may I know whether it has the sound when I share the video, or doesn't really need to be with sound? On Zoom. Does it come with sound on Zoom? I know how to share, but I want to make sure that on Zoom you have the sound. Do you know how to? It has the sound? All right, all right, all right, all right. All right, so let's have it, guys, without overdue.
Passion.
And what's your biggest weakness?
Being stubborn. Stubborn, I think.
Okay, give me one reason why I should hire you.
Because sports is my passion. I'm really passionate about football.
Really like a football.
When you are looking for a job or an interview,
Either brushed.
you look good, you feel good.
Hi, hello, how are you? Okay, Reese. Okay. And so you liked it when we were walking hand in hand?
It made me feel comfortable. Yes.
Oh, interesting. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for your time, I suppose.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye.
Mr. Russell, have a very nice weekend.
thank you.
So are you sure?
I'm fine. I'll get a little water in a second.
You say no?
Stay with these.
If we're talking about money, how much money do you think you would like to have in the position? Last time this happened, was at a disco.
The disco day?
Fire and passion or cold and calculated?
I would say cold and calculated because
Wrong answer.
fire and passion. Other people get infected by my enthusiasm.
You think I'm getting infected right
No.
now?
We need to go. Simon, Mr. Ross,
Okay.
please. Come on, we need to get going. Sir.
Missing a hand here. Can you help us, please? Sir, can you help us, please?
There's a fire or something.
We have a gap here, sir. Just one. Hold your weight back. Okay, it's okay. Okay.
It was lovely, wasn't it, guys? Yes. So tell me, guys, what were those tests? You can quickly check with your partners. No, not all the time, guys. Everything is expected. It means that you might be in this situation like Guy, and then the employer asks you or gives you a further challenge. So you need to just be open and then go with the flow, right? So what was the test? The first one was kick off. Imagine that you enter the situation with the employer walking hand in hand. So definitely you just get nervous, right? What kind of community is it? I'm not feeling that comfortable, right? So, but they just continue. The second one was medical assistant, right? That person just made it up, role play, just needing a kind of assistant and wanted to see whether they panic or no, they come to survive, right? And the third one was the emergency, fire alert, guys, the emergency situation. That again, guy was there helping and cooperating rather than just leaving out. Who got the job? Guys, did he deserve it? Yes. Okay, yes. Good, thank you. So, the last thing that I want to just have a touch and then I leave you alone, guys. Don't worry, I know that you're tired. I'm sorry. So the last piece of evidence that we need to have, guys, besides our CV, cover letter, and our interview, is the email that you had many sessions. I believe that last year you worked on this in your business communication. So in order to just be clear and concise, why? Because you don't see that person. You just send out an email, and then as long as you send that email, you don't have any chance of deleting it. It means that you don't have the control over its spread. So it would be good to be clear. Definitely you don't want to end up like this, guys. Hi, I want internship. I attach CV, please see, thanks. Bye. So definitely it's not the case. And subject line, do you know how short or how brief, guys, the subject line should be? Do you remember anything? How short, how brief the subject line might be? Give me a number. 4 words? 5 words? As many as required? 6? 7? All right, so anyway, okay, yeah, make sure that it is as brief as possible. Then definitely it should start with a very good salutation, greetings, dear blah blah, you know better than me. And again, you need to introduce yourself, who you are, and what is the purpose of your email that you're sending. For example, you might want to send an email before guys, when you want to apply for the job, you want to send an email attaching your cover letter, CV, and then require them to give you the time for interview if they are interested. So definitely it should be appropriate. So you don't want to have your potential employer shouting on the other side of the laptop or the device that you have, okay? So it looks like this. I don't want to go through that much detail because I know that you have gone through the procedure before. So dear hiring manager, or if you know the name, then who you are and what is the purpose of your writing the email. 2 paragraphs that detail your previous experience if you want to include. And then, my resume is attached. You can find the resume and cover letter attached. Sincerely, your name, your contact information. If your LinkedIn profile is updated, again, put the link to your LinkedIn profile as well. Or this is another one, application for audit associate. You can say request for informational interview, request for, request for getting more information about your company, anything that is in line with your purpose, and go through the details. So I want to just have a recap, guys, because I know that you're tired and you need some time. For the last activity that we have, just scan this QR code and say, what is the worst thing someone could say in a job interview, guys? What is the worst thing someone might say in a job interview? One sentence is enough. Anything that comes to your mind. So I just restate some of them because I know that the font is small, maybe the others at the back cannot read. So yes, some of you might say inappropriate word. Oh yes, I don't have any strength. I don't have any questions. Why you're asking too much? I want to be rich. Am I getting this job? Yes, guys, please do not ask, am I getting this job? Is not a good question that you ask. I hate my last boss. Yes. Are you single? Yeah, I don't have any weaknesses. Asking for more day off. Yeah, don't really get to the details, guys. How many days off if I get the job? It just gives us the feeling that you just want to do nothing, just sleep. I'm here for money, bad experience with someone. I'm not interested. I don't care. Help me launder money. All right. What is the salary? Rude words. Do I look okay? You get comfortable at the end of the interview, for example. I want to go home. Yes, definitely. All right. Good. Thank you very much. Any questions that you have for me, guys? Sure? Yes? Say hi to yourself again. Where am I? Aha, it's here. So thank you very much. In case that you came up with any questions, you can easily approach me, reach out via my email, mansoura@camed.com. Or I see you in the mock interview sessions, guys. I might see you. Thank you very much for today.